Good morning, Dick.
Hey, Paula. How are you?
Great. How you doing?
Good. Thanks for taking the time this morning.
Absolutely.
So, didn't you just get back from a trip up north?
I did.
So, did you get by Moretti's restaurant?
Oh, that was so good. You know, the filet there. Dick, it's always good to catch up with you. But tell me again what your agenda is today. I'm still a little unclear what you'd like to accomplish.
Sure, I understand. As you know, I recently had a conversation with Tom, your group training manager, and he told me you had a significant new initiative you're working on right now. Of course, I know you'll get around to calling me as the project develops, but I really want to get involved with you on the project earlier than usual. I'm interested in how well your business is doing, or if you have things that keep you up at night, problems, I'd like to hear that too.
Well then, I guess your timing is good. This new initiative Tom told you about is a big deal, all right, and it's likely to cause me more than a few problems before it's over with.
Well, I'm excited to hear about this new initiative. Just exactly what is the business goal?
Oh, I thought Tom told you that already.
No, he just told me that you had this big new important initiative and it was keeping you busy. He didn't really tell me much about it though.
Dick, as you know, all banks have been having more than their share of loan losses lately. We've decided it's time we stop blaming the economy. We simply need to take a positive approach and do something about it. We're going to roll out a new program that will focus on meeting our loan goals and also reduce our loan losses.
That is a tall order. What's your strategy for this new project?
Well, that's a good question. The business goals are firm, but we're still working on the strategy.
I see. That's fine. So what is the business goal?
Well, it'll be public knowledge anyway, but our commercial loan portfolio is taking another hit this quarter. We're looking at an additional write-down that is about 10% over previous estimates.
I see. So what are our targets for improvement?
I'm not really sure I'm prepared to share that yet. We're still trying to figure that one out.
Okay, I can understand that. Do you know right now what indicators you're going to use to measure this goal? And are those the same indicators you use to give me the current results?
Yes, we have most of the key indicators determined, and it's basically to hit our quarterly loan goals and going forward reduce our losses back to an acceptable level. We need to accomplish this in the next 12 months.
Just to make sure I have the correct understanding, let me summarize your business goal. In the next 12 months, you need to achieve your quarterly loan goals and you need to reduce losses to an acceptable level. But you're not ready to share the numbers for the first actual goals or the limit for acceptable losses yet. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not trying to be evasive. We just haven't nailed down the exact numbers yet.
I understand. Now I'd like to go in a little bit different direction. Can you tell me what factors inside our organization will challenge your achievement of this goal?
You are just full of questions today, aren't you?
Yeah, I know my approach is a little different. I think that if I do my homework earlier in the process and try to find out what it's like to walk in your shoes, I can be a more valuable partner to you.
Okay. You want to know what the internal barriers are going to be? I'll tell you. There will be the normal flavor of the month program, lack of acceptance by some in the group. Then there will be turnover, since some will consider the loan goals too lofty. Then there will be the challenge of true adoption and behavioral changes. So to sum it up, there will be lack of acceptance, turnover, and resistance to change. Sound familiar?
Oh yes, yes it does. Well, Paula, you seem to have a realistic picture of the internal barriers. I know the lending markets are pretty stressed right now, but what's your assessment of the barriers external to the organization?
Well, good point. That's where our biggest challenges will come from. Loan demand is pretty weak out there still, and the economy is still in recovery mode. Our plan is to focus on our people, processes, and technology towards our clients' needs and build a recovery program for our division that is completely client-centric. Leading is not easy, but change has to be done through effective leadership and behavior changes.
Paula, how do you feel about this challenge right now?
You know, Dick, I'm ready to do something different to help get us out of this current situation. I don't want us to be viewed either internally or externally as being a victim to the economy and all the problems in the banking industry. It's time we just get busy and pull ourselves up out of this mess.
You have a great attitude. So now tell me about your people. What are they going to have to do more, better, or differently to support this goal?
Well, I'm going to ask and depend on some key people to stand up to the challenge. We need to lead by example.
Well, you must have some star performers out there who are meeting expectations today. What are they doing differently right now?
I have some senior loan officers who have long-standing customers with good businesses that are beginning to rebound. I think many of our people have been so consumed with bad loans and who's going on the watch list next that they forget about going out and prospecting for new or good loans. But yes, I think we have strong people out there.
Do you think I could talk to some of them so we could find out what it is that sets them apart? You know, maybe it would help us if we knew some of the specific practices and behaviors that are making them more successful.
I think that might be all right at some point. We're still pretty early into this. We can arrange that once we get our strategy a little more firmed up, okay?
Sure, whenever you're ready. You know, speaking strictly on the performance side, what barriers do you think are going to challenge your people to perform as you need them to?
Great question. We've got some technology challenges, among other things. Our core business applications, and especially our analytics and reporting capabilities, need to be revamped. And I want a more customized sales training program focused on finding, closing, and servicing the right loans to build our portfolio.
Paula, I've learned a lot from this meeting. I'm really glad Tom gave me a heads up. I hope it's been helpful for you too.
Yeah, I'm not sure that we've accomplished much in the way of a training plan.
That's all right. This meeting will help me be better prepared when you do get around to needing a training plan. Do you think you might find it useful for us to have these meetings more often? I know we didn't have a formal agenda, but I think it was valuable conversation. At least it sure was for me.
Sure, it's been a good investment of my time to partner with you sooner than we have in the past. And you know, some of those questions you've asked me have really made me think about some things.
Well, good. That's great. I'm glad it's helped, and really want to thank you for the time this morning too, Paula. I know you've got a lot going on, but